Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, as y'all know, Young Thug and the whole YSL case is still underway. It has taken a lot of turns and twists that we didn't expect it to take, but if this case hasn't taught us anything, man, it definitely taught us to always expect the unexpected, and nothing is too far-fetched these days. Now, for me, the plea deals was enough for me, and the fact that people are justifying the plea deals when everything is literally in our faces, that's another story. Now, aside from that, the only update we got as far as Young Thug and the YSL RICO trial is the judge is still examining the large jury pool for hardship in months-long trial with 14 defendants that has been interrupted several times, most recently over allegations of drug and contraband smuggling in court. Now, Young Thug's team would like to opt for a new jury because they feel that these tactics were purposely performed in order to paint Young Thug in a negative light, swaying the jury's decision making to make him seem like he is, in fact, guilty of the charges that he's facing. Now, when it comes to the rumors of YFN Lucci testifying against Young Thug, it started after a video went viral of Lucci's real name being mentioned and a clip of someone in the courtroom asking about a testimony from Rayshawn Bennett. As we know, Rayshawn Bennett is YFN Lucci's real name, so this is what caused everyone to start speaking about Lucci testifying against Young Thug. However, just 2 days ago, it was reported via social media that court documents reveal YFN Lucci refused to sign a subpoena to appear in the YSL case as a witness, which means that he was offered the opportunity to actually testify, in which I'm sure in return they probably promised him a reduced sentence in a separate case he's facing himself. But it's looking like Lucci refused, and I want to get into what the subpoena actually said. Now, the subpoena reads, quote, I, Lieutenant J. French, a duly appointed lieutenant investigator for the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, certified that on 02/14/23 at 12:05 a.m. and p.m., I personally served Rayshawn Bennett, a witness in the criminal case indicated herein, with a subpoena for attendance for witness. A subpoena was served upon said witness at the following address, 901 Wright Street, Fulton County. And as you can see, some spaces were left blank. That's where YFN Lucci's information was supposed to go. Now, where it says witness contact number and received by with the signature, he's supposed to sign the signature and he's supposed to print his name afterwards. But underneath, you can see that the investigator actually had to sign his name, and underneath received by, it says refused to sign, which means that YFN Lucci refused to sign it because he didn't want to give any type of testimony. He didn't want to appear in court or be a witness. None of that. All right. Now, these days, we don't know how credible anything is on social media. I can't lie. The document posted does look a little shaky. It look a little fake. Like it might be real. It just look, I don't know. But if this is in fact true, Lucci did refuse to be a witness either way. So, you know, and to make things a little more credible, I guess, Lucci took to his Instagram account with a message for his followers. He posted a picture of himself, and in the caption, he said, quote, even in the earthquake, we wouldn't break. In words, no, we solid, #free 650. Now, also, y'all gotta remember, man, Lucci has a lot to lose as well. You know, he got a separate case that he's fighting where Lucci is being held on charges of felony murder, aggravated assault, participation in street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. You see what I'm saying? Now, this comes after officers responded to calls of a person shot around 5:20 p.m. on December 10th, 2021, when they found James Adams, 28 years old, lying in the street with a gunshot wound to his face. Adams was taken to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Now, a short time later, a second victim, 32-year-old Kevin Wright, arrived at an area fire station by a private vehicle with a gunshot wound to his abdomen, and homicide investigators determined the two shootings were actually likely to be related. You know, now we also did a whole video on this already. I think a couple videos, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all can search the channel and check it out for yourselves. I'll probably leave a link pinned to the comments for y'all to check it out so y'all can be caught up on what's going on. All right. So like I said, YFN Lucci has a lot to lose as well. And I'm guessing that prosecutors was hoping to get a testimony out of him because they felt that, you know, these two guys are rivals. So I'm sure he would definitely participate to get a smaller sentence or any type of positive opportunity for his own case. You know, so when Lucci posted that caption, he pretty much letting it be known, nah, I kept it solid. You know, I'm sure he was presented an offer and he denied it. And shout out to him for that. And the fact that he even has to be acknowledged for doing something he was supposed to do is crazy. But these days, you have to give him his credit because no one cares about morals, values, or principles anymore. You know, as we clearly seen recently with Troy Ave and Tax Stone situation. I always say, once you step foot in them streets, you are no longer a civilian, so you must abide by that unwritten street code. You know, you can't sit here and act so street, then when street stuff unfold, you say, oh, well, the streets is a myth. Like, did you realize that before or after you got caught? You know, because I'm sure if Troy Ave would have never got caught, he'd still be pumping this whole street gangster dope boy persona to his fans. So shout out to YFN Lucci for keeping it solid and not trying to ruin another man's situation, even if it do mean him getting an opportunity for himself or reduced time. Now, as for Young Thug, let's see how everything plays out. You know, we haven't heard much as an update yet. Just a bunch of people cooperating, being witnesses, and taking plea deals. The trial's actually taking longer than I expected, but the good part is Young Thug's attorney is actually fighting for him. He's not just sending him up a river and taking whatever the court says. You know, that situation that happened with a guy in the courtroom tried passing him a pill, it was a little suspect. Because I don't think that Thug is that stupid to do something like that, knowing that the cameras is rolling. You know, knowing that it's all eyes on him, knowing that it's going to be hard because everybody's watching you, whether it's the judge, whether it's the DA, the attorney, the court officers, the people in the courtrooms, everybody's watching, you know. And I seen some people say, oh, well, y'all don't understand. These guys go through withdrawals from not having the pills and they body do this and that. That is true because I've seen it myself. However, Thug been in there long enough to get over that phase. You know, that phase don't last forever. And I don't think that he'll jeopardize his freedom. I don't think he'll jeopardize everything he has going on right now with the heat already being on him for a pill. You know, this far into the case. So, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, his lawyer is saying that Thug had no knowledge and they're just trying to frame him. And like I said, I think so too, man. It just don't make sense. Even when it first happened, it didn't make sense. And it's funny because now that I think about it, this whole situation made me think of when they was trying to take all the surveillance out the courtrooms, saying it wouldn't be publicized. But then it ended up being publicized for the world to see still. So I wonder what made them change their minds or whatever the case may be. But it is what it is, man. Other than that, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation with your boy Lucci saying he stood tall. And shouts out to him for that. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.